you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Links are going to be down in the description below. And Jesus Christ, don't forget to fucking subscribe! Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Video back on the Madden 18, and today I'm going to be doing a kind of like an advanced tutorial on the Blitz that I sent in yesterday. So if you guys didn't see that, go check it out. Link's going to be in the description below. Definitely go check that out because I'm not going to be showing you guys how to set it up. I'm only going to be showing you guys the advanced setups for it. So it's going to be cover 3 sky in the 3-4 odd, and then we're just going to come out in an open formation. So this is the normal setup for it. Like I said, if you guys didn't see yesterday's video, go check it out because I'm not going to be showing you guys how to set it up. So this is what the setup is going to look like, basic. So there's a couple things that we could do to this. Obviously, normally they're going to be, both these guys are going to be in purples, but if we shade underneath, and that's going to go ahead and put them in hard flats, and then if we shade underneath and then shade over the top, that's going to put them in cloud flats. I don't really like purples this year. Typically I either come out in flats or cloud flats. I don't really think that purple covers anything different, and cloud flat actually has a chance to play in the flats. The only thing purple plays, I believe, is just like whenever RB is on a streak right there. When Butler's on a streak, I think that this purple zone plays that. I think that's the only thing that it really does. So that's all there really is as far as that. So well, if they're in a hard flat, obviously it's going to come in because all it's doing is mixing up the coverages. I don't know why it didn't come. Probably because I sat there for 30 years and Michael Kendricks had time to move however he wanted to. And you guys know how blitzes are, especially these days. Whenever they sit around for 7 years, they move around like they're not supposed to. So shading underneath, blitz is still going to come in normally. That shouldn't really affect anything. But there's other things that we could do to the blitz other than just shading underneath and shading over the top. After we re-blitz this guy, we could actually take this guy out right here, and we could zone him out however we want to zone him out as long as we're hovering here. It's a little bit more consistent when you leave him blitzing, obviously, but if you want to zone him out, you could definitely zone him out if that's what you would like to do. But if you want to, you could hook zone this guy, and then you could just do like a QB spy there or something along those lines. There are tons of different ways you could set this up, and even if you wanted to set it up kind of like this, and then just move kind of close to the line with this guy and hover with him rather than the middle linebacker, that's still gonna work. I know right here it gets picked up, but you guys gotta understand that this is a blitz that I send in all the time, and it's gonna be a little bit goofy because it's in practice mode. But these are all adjustments that I send in game all the time, but we're in practice mode right now, and we all know that everything is different in practice mode. But as long as these guys right here are blitzing, as long as Cox is blitzing, Kendricks, Graham, and Bradham are blitzing, and you're hovering somewhere on the left side, the blitz is going to come in as long as those 4 guys are blitzing. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit less inconsistent. It's going to be a little bit less consistent, I should say, whenever we're not having this guy blitzing, but it's not a necessity that we blitz him. So some other setups that I'll do, like sometimes what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll take this middle hook zone and I'll actually man him up like with the Y receiver. If I'm constantly getting hit with something stupid like a slant route or a breaking route, something dumb, I'll man him up just to make sure that there's someone in the vicinity, because that's just what I do. I just do stuff like that. Another thing you could do after you man him up is then, if you want, you could deep blue this middle linebacker yourself and leave him deep blued, because your safety's obviously going to have a better coverage than your linebacker. So if you don't use her a linebacker, then you could always do that, and then you could just use her this defensive line, or you can put him in a QB spy or something. You could just, or if you don't trust yourself to use her in the middle of the field, that's fine. Just use her the flats and move over, because like I said, you could hover with this guy. But say, for example, if we were to leave him blitzed and just come out in something like this would totally be fine. The thing is, you got to keep in mind that you're covering that deep part of the field. So that's something that you're going to have to fall back and cover. Like right here, you don't even have to worry about the middle of the field, just because it's just how the play calling is. But you're gonna have to pick up on your opponent's consistencies and what they like to come out in, and that's obviously going to be that's just gonna be what the game comes down to. You're gonna have to change this blitz or throw away this blitz if your opponent is running something that is just speeding it, because that's just going to happen. You can also QB contain. If you want to QB contain, you could definitely QB contain, and sometimes that makes it a little bit more consistent as well, because it pulls out that guy on the edge. Right now, Kendricks keeps getting like this weird looping animation. I'll show you guys how you can get rid of that as well. And this is another thing that you could do to just help out in the run a little bit as well, is I'll just take Michael Kendricks and I'll move him over this guy instead. And this is actually going to help out with the run as well, because it moves him a little little bit further away. And then if you want to hover over here, you can hover over there as well too. You just got to kind of pretend like you're blitzing in for a second there, and that honestly speeds up the blitz a little bit as well. But yeah, moving him out definitely helps against the run. Only in practice mode do they shift back. Usually you can move them just like that, and they'll stay just like this. And this is a great way of concealing the blitz as well, because then if you wanted to, if the play was flipped, they wouldn't know. If you were to flip the play, you wouldn't know other than the safety's positioning. But even then, if you just wanted to zone these guys out, you could totally do that. You could zone these guys out if you wanted to zone them out, and then just blitz these guys over here. And that would totally work. You could totally do this, and then the blitz is still going to come in if you wanted to do it this way. It makes no difference which way you send it in. So having said that, it's a completely reversible blitz, which is really, really good. Especially, and like if you're base aligned, even then they can't tell as long as you keep the safety up. If you want to make it look completely symmetrical, then all you got to do is just pull this safety down just a tad, just like that, and it's perfectly symmetrical. You have no clue which way it's coming in like this. Like just like this, you could see that everyone is lined up exactly symmetrical on either side, so they have no clue which way the blitz is coming in. And you know what? On 3rd and forever, 4th and forever, if you want to get super crazy, you can even blitz this guy, and that's going to get you some crazy heat, and even sometimes it's going to get you in some dual edge heat. That's only if you think that they're blocking a running back or something, and they only got a couple people out on routes. That's like if they're max protecting and you know they're max protecting. That's what I'll do. I'll literally just blitz pretty much all my linebackers but one, and then just shade over the top. And all I do with this linebacker is I just immediately run to the seam, and I give them the middle of the field. See right there, you guys can see we got 2 people, and that's what I was saying. A lot of the times that's what's going to happen. Setting this blitz up symmetrical is a great way of getting success out of this blitz. You also don't even need to blitz. If you don't want to blitz, you don't have to. You could drop back into max coverage, and a great way of doing that is I'll usually take either this guy, or I'll take one of the safeties and man them up with either side of the field. Like if I'm getting beat by Cole Beasley, I'll man him up with Cole Beasley, just like that, and then I'll just deep blue out one of my middle linebackers, and then I'll just user the other one. And then I could even zone this guy if I want to do that, and I only send 3 people. I'm out of the 3-4, so I'm not going to get block shedded. I'm not going to get pancaked if I don't pass him. You guys can see everything over the field is completely locked down. I know Des Bryant was open for a little bit, but that's my assignment, and I was just talking and holding the other controller. So you could mix and match this and come out. There's some awesome max coverages you can come out in that you're going to get really good block shots because you're coming out in the 3-4. So like I said, if you want to man him up in the flats, you're getting beat by Witten, man him up, and then just go ahead and zone out Nigel Bradham in the flats, just like that. And then you got the same thing, but in this one you're still sending 3 people, but you got a cover 3 and you got somebody manned up, and you're not going to get pancaked because you're still sending 3 people and you're in the 3-4. And you guys can see everything is locked down. So that's just a couple of ways on how you can mix up the coverages. Like I said, it's a completely symmetrical blitz as long as you move the guys around, and you're going to have time. If you're playing someone that's decent enough to be able to dot up this blitz, then that means that they're going to be making pre-snap adjustments, so you're going to have enough time to make these adjustments. So don't tell me it takes too long to do it, because you only need to do stuff like that if you're playing a good player. And when you guys watch pros, you'll see that they let the play clock wind all the way down to under 5 seconds every single time. So you're going to have time if you're setting up a player that's dotting this blitz up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, definitely give it a like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. It's going to be down in the description below. You guys are going to get updates whenever I upload.
Wrapped around a stick shift, swerving on the 405. I can never keep my eyes off this. My neck, feeling of the soft lips illuminated.